What if I told you there was a way for you to make free money and there was no catch at all? You probably wouldn't believe me, and you have every right to be skeptical. So I want to preface this video by saying it won't be a life-changing amount of money, but if done correctly, you can make a decent chunk of change, and it's all thanks to a money management technique known as stoozing. That's right, stoozing, not snoozing, but you might as well be snoozing if you don't take advantage of this trick, because you'll basically be turning down free money. So what exactly is stoozing? Simply put, it is the art of taking advantage of 0% credit cards offered to you by lenders and following 4 simple steps. The first step is to apply for and get accepted for a credit card with a 0% purchase offer. This allows you to spend freely on the card for a set promotional period, typically in the 12 to 24 month range, and if you make the minimum payments and don't exceed the credit limit, it's essentially treated as a 0% loan. Banks such as NatWest, Barclays and HSBC offer cards with these promotions, and the credit limit varies from £1,000 to £10,000 depending on your credit score and financial situation. The second step is to change your spending habits. Commit to doing all of your spending on your new credit card instead of your normal debit card. This allows you to build up an amount of money you can access in your current account. Typically, you get paid your monthly salary in your current account, and by transferring all of your spending to the credit card, you should still have that monthly salary building up. Once you have that money available in your account, you can then proceed to step 3, which is to maximize interest. Now, there are some strict rules when it comes to stoozing, such as making the minimum monthly payments, not exceeding the credit limit, and paying the total amount back at the end of the promotional period. How you choose to maximize how much money you can earn is entirely up to you. There are high-risk strategies such as investing in starting up a business or into riskier stocks and shares. These can provide a significant return, but you also have a chance of making a loss. And if you want guaranteed profit, the easiest way is to move the money into a high-interest savings vehicle, and ideally as quickly as possible. Over the last decade or so, interest rates have been incredibly low, but they have recently started to rise, and now 5% savings accounts are commonplace. By simply putting your money into a savings account, you are eliminating all risk and guaranteeing profit. We then reach the final step, which is to pay back the initial money to the lender. You can make the minimum payment every month, which is 2.5% to 5% of the outstanding balance, depending on the lender. And once you reach the end of the promotional offer, you have 2 options you can take. The first is to take out the remaining sum from your savings account and pay off the card. Whatever's left in the account is your profit from stoozing, and that is essentially what you have gained. You can also have the option of applying for a 0% balance transfer from another lender, where you essentially move the remainder of the balance to a new card with a new promotional period, which can be again between 12 to 24 months. Many people like to go with the balance transfer option, as thanks to the power of compounding, it allows your gains to grow exponentially. But other people like to take the money, as their circumstances may have changed. The choice is entirely up to you. If you stoozed £1,000 over the course of 12 months, you would make £51.16 in profit if you were able to get a 5% interest in your savings account. Now, if you opted to do a balance transfer and were able to stooze that amount over 5 years as opposed to 1, you would then go on to make £283.36. That's over 25% profit, which isn't bad considering it is entirely risk-free. Now, back in the heyday, it was possible to juggle multiple cards, and people were able to get between £50,000 to £80,000 worth of interest-free credit. That would generate a significant yearly income. However, lenders are no longer as generous, and that amount has been reduced. But it is still possible to do a relatively large sum. It does have a slight impact on your credit score, in that your credit utilization goes up, but providing you remain disciplined and make your monthly repayments, you won't see any major impact unless you plan on buying a house very soon, in which case I would suggest clearing any cards you have and to do this at a later date. So there you have it. That's what stoozing is, and it can be a fairly profitable venture if done correctly. It is incredibly low risk providing you stay disciplined, and I myself have successfully utilized it in the past, leveraging the credit to invest in a business, which provided a far higher rate of return. There was a risk associated with that. If the business failed, I would have still had to repay the credit and would have been out of pocket, but that was a risk I was willing to take. The risk-free approach is to find the highest possible easy access interest account and simply park the money in there and let it work for you. Just quickly, nothing in this video is financial advice, and it's strictly for entertainment and informal purposes. You should always take responsibility for your own finances. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It is my first ever video, so do stick around and I will have plenty more content for you to come in the future. Thanks.